Okay, hey, welcome to Up In Smok'd. I'm here with Molly Mole. Welcome,
Hi.
Molly.
Hi, Lee. How's it going?
Good, great that you're here. I'm excited to talk to you today.
I'm so excited to be here today. I love all of your pubs.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
Yeah, I'm never out of the Kingston one. So
Yeah?
I feel very at home in here.
That's good to know. So what do you like about it, Molly? What's great about the...
I like all of the food is absolutely amazing. Like, it's just banging, isn't it? All of the smoked stuff.
I think so. Although I don't know if I just sound like I'm trying to plug my pub now, but yeah, but thank you for saying so.
And I work in Crack Comedy, which is a comedy club that runs out of your other pub. Yeah,
so in Greyhurst, did someone tell me that you had been part of the comedy or something before I took the pub? Or you'd helped Richard or something like that?
I've been going to Crack Comedy since I was 19.
19, 2 years ago.
And Richard used to get me to announce the comedians on.
Oh, he did? Yeah, okay, I did hear that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I sort of spent 20 years not thinking I could do it myself. But I've been a regular Crack Comedy supporter. But we get to see a lot of behind the scenes of the smoking of stuff.
Oh yeah, because it's kind of the smokehouse part is the green room.
Well, I didn't know whether I could say it on screen. I don't know about like regulations and stuff, but our green room may or may not
be the pitmaster's area,
smoking kitchen.
I don't know if we can say it, but we'll edit it if we can.
It's very clean. It's very
very clean. That's the main thing. It's a bit smoky.
Yeah, it is.
But it should be a bit smoky anyway. Hopefully, if we're doing it properly, that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to try it when you're in there?
I eat it for my dinner on a Friday. On a Friday, I work in the daytime at Soho Theatre. Mm-hmm. And in the evening, I work at Crack Comedy.
What do you do at Soho Theatre?
I work for a theatre company called Synergy Theatre Project.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I co-facilitate at the moment for them. I'm co-facilitating a stand-up comedy course for ex-prisoners.
First of all, when you say co-facilitating, you mean...
I teach it.
You teach it? You're teaching...
I'm teaching stand-up to ex-prisoners.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they good?
They're so good.
They must have so much material.
So much material. We started it. It goes in like little runs. So we started it about 7 weeks ago, and we sat in a circle and everyone introduces themselves. And these guys, this Synergy Theatre Project, they're fantastic. Like, loads of the guys are all over Netflix and they write plays and they're like really, really established. Like, it's a properly brilliant thing. Mm-hmm. But we went round this circle and it's like, can everyone say what their name is and why they've decided to come on the comedy course? And so the first one is like, I've been acting now for about 10 years and I'd really like to add to my comedy skills. The next one is like, I'm a playwright and I've had 2 plays in this theatre and I'm starting to think that my stuff is very dark, so I'd like to build some humour in. Mm-hmm. And then the next guy goes, I'm here because my probation officer says that I have to so that I don't rob another post office. And I thought, this is going to be wicked. And it is. They're brilliant. They are really
awesome,
good.
Yeah. And how did you end up in that? How, was it your dark past or something? How did they get you involved?
I may or may not have been. I went as a client. I've got a record. I have not been to prison.
Oh, you haven't been? Oh, you must have.
I've not been to prison.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm glad about, but I do qualify.
Okay, so what, are you like a juvenile delinquent? Can I ask you that? Can I?
I am I'm a free thinker, and I.
Okay, well, I've got myself. All free stickers in there.
I'm very creative. I've got myself into little bits of trouble a few times.
Oh, okay,
but I'm a reformed character.
Okay, tell me stuff because we can just edit it out. I'm curious. Just tell me what happened.
I don't. If you can't do it on camera.
What's that?
I don't want to say it on.
Okay.
Record.
Just tell me.
I've had numerous operations going on.
Operations?
Yeah. I'm very entrepreneurial. We'll call it that.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So we'll move on from your entrepreneurial days.
Yeah.
But then you moved on to doing other stuff, entrepreneurial with, what was the music or the recording or something? I don't know if I fully understood. DJing or?
Well, it's mad because when I came in, your amazing camera guy, producer, Ali, we know each other. So he had a really like amazing music studio, but next door to where I had like an office and warehouse.
Right, okay, you over in New Malden.
Yeah. And I used to have about 4 DJs working for me,
okay.
but also do hire out on sound equipment and lighting. But both of us did it out of this kind of mad business centre place.
Right, yeah.
Out in New Malden.
Okay. And how'd you get into that, or how'd you end up hiring out music staff?
I think...
Were you a DJ or how?
My ex-husband was a DJ. I've always been very much around the rave scene.
Were you saying okay, yeah?
And I generally tend to look at things and how can this make money?
Okay, so the entrepreneurial mind to get you into trouble. Now you're using it to your advantage.
Yeah, and we had a lot of the stuff at home. We had obviously we had decks and speakers and stuff like that at home.
Right, yeah.
And then I realised that the buying of and hiring out worked very well as a business model. So I'd have sort of 4 DJs with basically mobile discos going to different events, but then also vans coming and going constantly, really getting speakers and sound systems and lighting rigs and stuff like that. Obviously, COVID wasn't that fun.
No.
And then at the same time, out of that place, I was doing importing like leather from Nairobi. So all of that was in there as well. But when I came in, Ali was like, "You're that woman that used to ride the ponies at 5 o'clock in the morning." And we had like giant ride-on ponies. I'll put a picture in the comments.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what that looks like.
They're like mechanical ponies.
And what are they for, sorry?
Well, they're adult size. Have you ever seen little children on sort of bounce? Yeah, but we had 12 adult sized ones.
Why would adults want it?
At raves.
What? So in raves they get on the horses?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'll show you some videos after.
Oh, I'm so curious now.
Yeah. So that was really, really fun. But everyone always goes, "Oh, you're still doing the ponies?" And actually, that was the sort of face of it. But I had quite a lot going on.
Yeah, you've got quite a history of entrepreneurialism and stuff like that there. Yeah, maybe stuff I can learn from you about all that kind of stuff. Bringing all that stuff in and hiring that stuff out and everything. And then did you say you did some radio stuff as well? Now, how did you get into the radio stuff you were doing?
So because I had business stuff going on, and because I have got a bit of a past, I suppose, I got work for people that they're called Shared Enterprise. This is about 5 years ago. And I was a marketing consultant.
Okay.
That would be like the umbrella term for my career.
Right, okay.
But so I mentored people that may have been through some sort of difficulty in their life. There might be a carer. They might have been homeless or they might have got out of prison. We used to go into prisons as well. And I used to mentor them through brand creation, basically. So they'd have an idea, we'd make it into a brand.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And some of those businesses turned into really successful big businesses. And some of them would be like basically having a part-time job, but one that you really love. Like, say, if you people with disabilities, then to have like a smaller creative business for people's self-esteem and just enjoying their quality of life. To be a business owner would make a huge difference to their mental health, their physical health, finances. Just, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful project to be.
Yeah, it's cool. So you got a branding history of the marketing and stuff. So now you're branding yourself, I guess. That's the creation is your own brand, which is Molly Mole. Yeah,
well, loads of stuff got wrecked in COVID, and as did my marriage. And I had like a series of sort of so I had bereavement, family illness, financial difficulty, the breakup of a relationship, all of it all happens at the same time.
Yeah.
And I sort of gave my life a big rethink. But I had been going on BBC Radio London regularly for a while at that point. And I was going on as being a entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And I thought, out of all of the things that I do, what is it that I really enjoy? And the BBC, they kept getting emails saying how funny I was.
Yeah.
And then I Googled, I saw there's a course at Crack Comedy, so I've been hanging out there for my whole adult, I won't say how long, but a while.
Yeah.
So, I thought I'd do that. And did you do that course?
No, I didn't do the course. No, I did do a course, but I did it with Logan Murray.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess same thing. It's like 6 weeks, whatever it is, and you do the showcase. But I always wanted Eric to do one, and it was. If I would love to have done I've done his MC course. That was really cool. Did you do that one?
I've done it. I've done it twice, actually.
Have you done twice?
Yeah, because I did it right at the beginning of when I was doing comedy, and it was a bit abstract. So I've been putting so much focus into the art of stand-up.
Yeah.
That was what I was focused on all the time. But I show run at Crack, so I'm at pro comedy nights like constantly.
Yeah.
And so I did the course with Eric. I thought this isn't really for me.
What wasn't for you, the course?
I'm not that much of a hypey person, believe it or not. Like, I'm a bit deadpan. It's like, everyone.
That works for you, doesn't it? That's the comedy style that you're doing.
Yeah, like everybody put your hands together. Like, I found it so.
I
found it so kind of cringe myself that I did the course. Eric asked me to do it, and I did the course, and I thought, it's not really for me. And then another mutual friend near enough forced me to MC his night.
Right.
And actually, I was terrible the first time I did it. But also now I watch all of the MCs. I see exactly what they're doing. I see what works, what doesn't work. I see the difference that a good MC makes to a night.
Yeah.
And then I was fascinated actually doing the course the second time when I'd had more experience of it, and also was just interested because it's its whole own thing, and it's a powerful skill as well.
Yeah. Difficult skill. I find challenging to do the MCing. But what do you prefer, MCing or just straight gig?
I find MCing more challenging.
Yeah, definitely.
But I enjoy it greatly, and I enjoy a challenge greatly. I enjoy that it's interactive and you don't know what's going to happen, because when you're traveling and just doing sets, oftentimes you're just doing the same that you did the night before.
No, I know. It can get tedious, and you can start to get sick of hearing your own shit, really.
Yeah.
So I do get that. I'm like, I can't even bother saying it.
And it's what I've always liked. Like, I worked in events as well. Like, I actually really like providing an audience with an all-round really good night.
Yeah.
And working in Kingston doing the show running, I love that. So your restaurant, it serves food with the comedy.
Yeah.
So people are coming in getting really, really high quality food and drinks.
Thank you.
And like all round having a really amazing night, and I take it really seriously as well, like getting the lighting exactly perfect, getting the sound quality perfect, just the way that I speak to the audience as they come in and stuff. It's a wicked little night, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's a great room for comedy in there because it's kind of separate to everything else. I think it's just nice room. Yeah,
and I think Eric does such a good job as well.
He's brilliant. I think he's just definitely one of the best MCs.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and
I think obviously we go to loads of gigs, and you really do realise like how professional that one is.
Yeah,
that it is good. It's just great experience. I love it.
So So how long ago did you do the course? Was it 3 years?
Right. So I did the course September 2023.
Oh, it's 23? Okay, cool.
Last year.
And you've been flat out gigging then since then? Yeah?
I did the course September 2023, was terrified of it, like really scared. And I was sort of on my arse. I was straight out of this divorce. Like I had so many kind of negative factors going on. My health wasn't good, like just wasn't fully myself. I did the course. I started performing in October 2023. Mm-hmm. I sort of accidentally ended up in a competition.
Accidentally?
Well, I signed up to do an open mic, and then I was put through to the final of this like Comedian of the Year.
Oh, cool. Okay.
A whole lot of comedy.
You get to the final of a competition. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then 2023, whole lot of comedy. So 6 weeks into performing at all, I went and did that competition. I won it, and I won a load of money and a trophy.
Nice.
And then I was like, I thought I was depressed, but
well, no, I'm not.
Turns out I just didn't have a trophy yet. And then I was like fully just completely addicted ever since then. It's so fun. I don't know. If I didn't feel like I was good at it, this probably wouldn't be as fun, but I'm...
Yeah, I'm sure if you were just going to do comedy gigs and just dying on your ass night after night, I don't think it's going to be the same. It's going to be as good. There's got to be more good gigs than bad. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a bad gig? Do you reckon?
No, not really.
Never.
There's a couple where I'm like, well, that wasn't great, but not too bad.
Not too bad, yeah. Because some people, they'll go out and they'll down their ass each night, but they'll keep trying to improve. I don't know. I think most of mine in the beginning went well. Sometimes I think whenever you're tired of your own stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I found if I'm saying stuff because I booked myself in for a gig, I didn't prepare to try and do anything new at all, and I just get up and do the same 5 or whatever, 10, whatever. Yeah. Then I'm like, and you can feel you haven't done well, and the people are if they're laughing, but it's like polite laughs. I hate that. It's like ha ha ha. Or, it's a bad impression, but we know it's. But they're not actually finding it funny. They're just like, he seems confident in what he's doing. That kind of thing.
It's like all things. It's 90% confidence, I think.
It is, yeah. So I think they can tell if you're kind of somewhat seasoned, but it doesn't necessarily mean it was funny because that's what I find anyway. If I was saying the same shit, probably because I don't write enough.
I tell you what doesn't work for me. If I wear, like, say if I was to wear a dress, like a couple of times I've gone to a gig after I've been out to dinner. Mm-hmm. And so say I'm wearing like sort of expensive looking dress and dressed up. Yeah. They don't like all my bits about council estates because it looks...
It doesn't match.
Because they feel like I'm punching down.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so it doesn't seem honest because although comedy's supposed to be made up, it's supposed to seem believable. Or so what you're doing there, you're dressed up, you look like you're making fun of some council estate person, I guess, and that's how they perceive it or something.
Yeah, they need to know that I'm a bit
like rough. You're real.
Yeah.
You're a real council estate. And
yeah.
Okay.
And then I also won your competition. You created a monster, really, with all of this, because I'm double title holder.
Double title holder. And that's in Kingston, So the crack comedy Kingston
what I've
Comedian
got
of the Year
is Kingston Comedian of the Year, which makes it sound rubbish, but just for the sake of the viewers, there were about 150 people in that,
there you
and
go.
Loads of them are brilliant.
Yes.
So I don't even feel really like I deserved it. Actually, there's a few people.
Well, you must have deserved it to have got it because it was it would have been judged.
There's a few people that
was a public vote, wasn't it?
No, it was Keith Allen from Chortle and
for the end, but okay, cool, yeah. But up until then, was it public?
Julia Chamberlain were the judges. It's
right, okay.
It's quite a good show. It looks like it was fixed because I worked there. It really does.
That's the problem, though, isn't it? Yeah, if you're.
It was a bit like, oh shit, like it does look like it, but
yeah.
I think Eric was out of the country. You weren't there.
No, I wasn't there. No, I'd read about it in Chortle though. Was it?
Did you?
I read an article anyway. Yeah. So how do you find it? So female in comedy, do you think it makes a difference? Advantage, disadvantage?
I don't mind myself. I think I'm quite masculine as a character, if that makes any sense.
Yes, no one's gonna mess with you.
Yeah, like I think I'm quite a powerful character. I'm starting to notice bits and pieces, like I've just flung myself into this kind of full steam ahead, and I had like a really weird thing over the last week or so, couple of weeks. Someone I know really well has started a gig, and they booked the first one, and it's got a really good lineup. And I said, why don't you book me? And they said, well, we want to have at least one woman every month. And he said, so we're saving you for next month. And I thought, is that not sexist? Or do you know what I mean? At least one or only one. Like there's little bits and pieces like that. And also I've had people, not many of them, suggest that I've done better because I'm a woman. I don't think that's true.
No, I don't think it's true. I think you are genuinely good. I don't know. I think when it comes to booking females, I will also try and think of it strategically, but not in a sexist way. It's more a case of if I advertise for a gig, there'll be 98% of the applicants are men anyway.
Yeah.
You know? And
I think sometimes some of the women don't get the big massive laughs, but I do.
Yeah. No, you do, yeah. I don't know, is it anything to do with... I don't know if it's anything to do with them being female. I think it's a numbers game, and there's less females in it. So.
I think there's strong elements with, like, I've got 4 daughters, and I think there's elements with women where, like, as little girls, that girls are told to be nice and told to be polite, and it's bollocks, really, isn't it? I have no.
You don't want to be nice, no.
Well, there's a lot more pressure on women to be kind of palatable than there is on men. Also, people that a couple of people have told me that I'm too cocky, like that I'm too confident. And I just think, would you say that to a man? You actually wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, well, I'm not sure if they would. Yeah, probably not. Depends on the guy, how big he is.
But overall, like, I think with the comedy, it's like, it's a level playing field, really. You go, you deliver, you do well, like...
Yeah, I think people do try to factor in diversity, so they will try and put a female into the mix because they've got to get a female in there, but there's less females applying. But I don't think that there's any advantage to actually being a female in regards to you going any further. If you're good, you're good. If you're not, you're not.
And
you know, so you're good, you'll do fine.
Like, I suppose I'm used to being in like masculine environments, like doing things like going and speaking in prisons and like being in male dominated industries as well. I think I'm quite used to it, but I mean, it's certainly like I'll go and do gigs where I'm the only woman, but I'm also the only woman in the audience, and I don't really care, but it probably is a little bit less easy.
Yeah. Less easy for that. And
if people want a diversity hire me, that's absolutely fine by me.
Yeah, no, of course,
but
no.
I don't think it's...
No, I don't think it would be the reason why, but even if it was the reason why, once you're on the stage, you're going to do great anyway. So it's not, people can't laugh at you because you're a female. you
can't cheat it. You can maybe get opportunities, but you can't cheat.
Yeah.
Getting
it
the
can
whole
get you booked,
audience
but it can't get you
going.
laughed.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So, yeah.
And I've consciously held back a tiny bit. I think I was starting to get opportunities that I would rather continue honing my craft for a little bit longer before getting an agent, because I feel like I could still get better and then be like, here I am, and like hard launch like that. I've still held back quite a lot on social media stuff and putting my stuff out there, and also there's a few of the big clubs that I look forward to doing, but I want to hit so hard that I wow people, not be
So when you say that, what do you mean? To do what? To gig more beforehand, or to do more courses or classes, or read more in comedy?
All of it. What I'm working on at the moment is having a full hour show. I mean, if I do a full hour, if I edit that down to 20, do that in the clubs. But I'd like to put my hour on in Soho, which they're really supportive of, and then go with Soho to Edinburgh.
Oh, the Soho theatre, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Have you got an idea for an hour for a show?
Yeah.
You do? It's about the kids, is it?
Not really.
No?
Not really.
How do they feel about because you got some really good jokes about your kids. They cool with that?
I think they love it, really.
They love it deep down. Yeah, see, my first ever material was about my son being in the closet. And people said, oh, you can't do that. That's not fair. He loved it. He sat the front row.
Yeah.
He enjoyed it, So I think there's nothing wrong with that. You're including them. You're bringing them into your world,
That's the sort of thing I tell my kids. So you really do that? You do the Sons in the Closet?
No, so I did in the beginning. I did the material of him being in the closet. That was my first ever show. The thing is, now he's not in the closet. So now I've got material.
Well, he can't be.
Well, yeah, I took him out. No,
I think the thing with the kids though, because I've seen your son at gigs and he's having a lovely time.
Yeah. He came in here once and I did this whole bit about me and him going to gay clubs together and stuff, and it was really good material.
Yeah, he clearly really, really enjoys it. But
yes,
I think the fact that they are our kids, like they do know us. Do you know? It's not a big surprise that we're making fun of them or like being.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that your friends got my son's a fruit.
I go. My 17-year-old. She's quite like sensible. She's quite like she's quite a calm person, and I go into her bedroom and all of her friends are in there and I go, oh, mummy's just going to go and do her sex jokes now. And she hates that, but she comes, she loves it. They all do.
All your kids come, yeah?
The little ones don't come.
How old are your kids?
I've got 18, 17, 13 and 12.
Oh, okay, so all kind of grown up.
But in the summer, one of the kids' friends, she was brought up by her grandmother, and her grandmother died.
Right.
And she's moved in with us.
To you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got 5 kids.
Yeah. So she wants to be written in.
Okay.
To the material.
See, there you go. So they want to be.
They want to be included.
I guess it makes sense because people go to a comedy show and you hear it a lot where they go and they sit at the front because they want to be roasted.
Do you know what? If they were coming to see me and it was like everyone wasn't laughing, then they probably wouldn't be that happy. But
yeah.
They can see a whole room full of people all laughing. They can see that.
I guess it makes a difference if you're doing it to a silent room, you're just slagging off your kids.
I do one that I do a bit that my little one is she's really, really proud of, because I've just quoted what she said, but I was on stage and I was doing a bit about the kids. And I looked at my phone and I had 72 messages in the family WhatsApp.
Right.
And I was like, oh, shit. Like, looked in and all the kids are like, there's a mouse, right? And there was a picture of a mouse on my kitchen counter. And I texted in the group chat. I was like, I can't actually deal with this. So I text them, sorry, I can't help you. Mummy's busy trying to get famous. And she
do that one. That's real, then.
Yeah, she replied, if you were getting famous, we wouldn't be home alone in a flat with a brewing rodent infestation. And I just do that and go, there's haters everywhere. But she gets a little kick that it's her joke that's in the...
Well, that's cool, yeah.
That's in the set.
But that's good. It's actually true then. So and that's where the best humour comes from, yeah. Because, I've got the bit about my son, the bit about the gay club. And same kind of thing where we'd went to the gay club together and he'd went out and he was like making out with this guy. And I had to kind of like lean forward trying to see the guy's face. So I knew who I'm going to look for later if his camera goes missing or something. And... when he comes back from the toilet and as he right camera, let's go, I was like, what are you doing making out with that guy? And he goes, what, Dad? You know I'm gay. And I was like, yeah, but he's like my age. And Cameron's like, yeah, well, your girlfriend's like my age. And I was like, yeah, good point, actually. For now.
Let's not even get into it.
You got me, actually. Let's go on. So it's an actual story, but yeah, it seemed to work on stage anyway, you know. So yeah, it's good. Then they're kind of involved. They're contributing. Cameron says all the time, he'll say something, and I just find it funny. I'll write it down and he'll be like, Dad, you get all your jokes from me. I'm like, it's not you being funny though, is it? It's you doing something stupid.
Yeah, and a lot of the time, like, to get material, I just wait. Like, things just kick off all around me.
Yeah, you're surrounded with loads of stuff going on. But it sounds like it anyway.
I'm so lucky because...
the chaos of your life.
Yeah, so lucky. Because I've got so much that I can draw from.
Yeah.
Like, I've got such a busy, full home life of lunatics as well. Like, all of my kids are like, you couldn't write better characters. One of them is dressed as a fox all of the time.
Yes, yeah, crazy.
You couldn't make it up.
What's the thing there? What's the... why?
Well, she's autistic, and she got like attached to wearing this same fox thing all the time, and she just won't take it off. But now
is that particular item then? Yeah,
there's a few different items now.
Okay, you know what? Yeah,
that's how it's happened. Yeah, she just feels better about life when she's got some
sort. Dresses as a fox.
Yeah,
because some people like that. You know, years ago I was running this bar in St. Paul's, and I remember I used to have this group. It was a Monday to Friday bar, and I would only open on a Saturday if it's a private event. Yeah, and I used to have these people that would come, and the kind of theme of the day is that they all like to dress up as animals.
Oh,
but they wouldn't start off dressed up. They would start off normal. And then gradually, as the day went on, they'd add a tail and they'd add the ears and everything else. And they'd go out onto the town and walk around London. And then they'd come back like an hour later and they'd be fired up. They'd be like, whoa! Like that was their drug, walking around the city of London dressed as animals. And I had one guy from the group and I was like, so why do you dress up as an animal? And he goes to me, everybody wants to dress up as an animal. And I was like, no, they don't. And he goes, I mean, if you were going to dress up as an animal, what would you want to dress up as? And for some reason, without hesitation, I said sheepdog.
Oh, and I can see it.
But can you see it? Yeah. I don't know why it just came so quickly, so naturally. But anyway, the guy added me on this thing called, or asked me to join this thing called Second Life. It's like have you heard of it?
Yeah.
It's like a world for these geeks to be on. So he I don't know, I can't remember now how he done it, but I must have went on to it. He sent me an invite and I've turned up and there's all these people there and they're dressed as animals and I was like, which one are you? I don't know why I had humoured this here. I said, which one are you? And he goes, I'm the guy over here dressed as a tiger. And he's like, it's here looking all cool with a leather jacket. And he goes, come with me. And he does that, that awkward run. So I'm running behind him because here on the Second Life. And then he took me to this wall and he said, I got you this. And it was a sheepdog outfit.
Yeah.
And he bought it for me with his Second Life credits. And then I'm running behind him dressed as a sheepdog after that there. And he'd like built a spaceship. We had this whole other world going on. I don't know. Yeah, it just reminded me of that. Sorry, yeah. So I don't know if that's who your daughter's looking for. Is those people?
I'd be worried some of those people might be pedos.
No, I don't know.
I'd just like to
could be
aware that they might be.
They were all drinking age. So I don't know what they did when they left the building for an hour.
I wouldn't want to encourage her into furry communities.
I don't know. I think it's a thing that some people want to do.
I think sort of good for them. Like, I think there is sometimes a fetish element with them lot. But I do think, like, you only... Like, my dad nearly died, right? And then he came back to life.
Oh, well, he nearly died?
He nearly died. How? And then he didn't die. He had sepsis.
Okay.
So he nearly died and then he didn't die. And then he decided that he'd realised that life was too short not to wear a hat. And then ever since he's worn a hat every day. It's very deep. But that was his big realisation.
Wow,
now he's got all ones with big feathers coming out and everything. Because, you dress well.
Thank you.
Yourself.
My nice jacket.
Yeah, you only get one go, don't you?
Yeah,
Just
no, exactly. Yeah, you want to wear a jacket on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
You got to do it. But hats, I always wanted to wear a hat, but I just look stupid in them. I think my head's a funny shape or something.
Think hats look great on me.
Yeah,
but I've got this kind of wild overconfidence.
I know. I was going to say, I love your confidence. Hats look great on me. Even if I do say so.
Yeah, I think they do.
Why are you not wearing one then?
Why am I not wearing a hat? Because I've done my hair for the podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, come.
Yeah,
yes.
blow dried it.
You blow dried it?
There's a cycle.
Yeah.
So it'll be out and nice. And then I do wear a hat loads of the time, actually.
Okay, because I actually did a bit of a blow dry before I come. I didn't wash my hair. I just from a distance.
How do you do your moustache?
It's just, well, at the moment, moustache wax, but normally just normal wax.
You don't need to
add
any heat to that.
No, it just does it. You know, I willed this into existence. Whenever I was 34, I couldn't grow any facial hair, and I was in the bar with my friends, and I said to them I was going to grow a moustache, and they actually spat their beer out laughing. I was like, fuck you guys. I said, I'm going to grow one of those moustaches, I'm going to twirl it up, and I just... I swear I could see it growing. And it was like months. I swear,
just
2 months later, I just had it fucking friends. Yes, but you know what's so funny though? It's so funny. I willed it into existence. I thought I had a moustache long before I had one. I went home. I was like, how come no one's mentioning my new moustache? And I saw the photo of me with my son holding it here when I thought I had a moustache, and there's nothing there. They're just like, I don't know, in my mind it was.
Have you used anything to grow it? It's just grown.
It just grows. No, it's just natural life.
I've got at home, I've got Rogaine, and it's like medicated stuff for men that go bald. And I bought it to try and regrow my eyebrows.
Oh, I was wondering what you were trying to grow there.
No. I haven't done it yet though. They're drawn on at the moment.
Oh, it's drawn on eyebrows?
Well, a lot of them are, yeah. I've got full on 90s eyebrows. So unfortunate. Fashions change, don't they? I'm waiting for skinny eyebrows to come back in.
Yeah.
I've been waiting ages. Skinny eyebrows, and I'm also waiting for small asses to come back. I'm like, come on. Small asses everyone used to love.
Yeah, it was a big thing back then. I'm still waiting for the Shark Man thing to come back.
What's the Shark Man?
Short
man.
When
was the short man?
Whenever you're in school. Whenever I was in school, being little short, cute guy, women loved it. And then I always thought, people always talk about tall, dark, and handsome. And I was like, what are they talking about? Women love us as short guys. Then I left school and realised, no, they don't. that's the tall guys they want. But in school, they give you this false sense of security or this belief that they want you because they did. And then you leave school and realise, no, they do actually want the tall guy. You know, I'm waiting for fat bellies to come back.
I think it's confidence with men, isn't it? Like being sexy is confidence.
Yeah. That's what they're saying, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know if people like it really with women. I don't care.
No, I think
I
think it is. I think it's the same. I think, it's confidence, yeah.
Yeah.
But then shy girls, you can like that as well. I don't know. Is there a rule?
I don't know.
You can be shy and get away. I think as a guy, you're less likely to get away with shy because they think they want that shy kind of nice guy.
I think I terrify men, actually. So I'm basically 6 foot tall.
Are you 6 foot?
Nearly. See, I'm lying like a man. I'm 5'10".
Are you 5'10"?
Yeah.
I'm 5'8". But I'm also lying. I'm 5'7". But I've always said 5'8".
Well, it's the same.
That's the first time I'm giving that away. I'm actually 5'7".
It's respectable.
Is it respectable?
I think so.
You know what? I think average height in men across the world is 5'6".
I'm way above average height for a man.
Yeah.
I'm a giant among women.
It's 5'6", but I think that's counting China. And it'll be
I
worldwide.
worry that if I went to China, that I'd be like an actual giant.
You would be, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like people would be pointing and taking photos.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they probably do that already.
Would I fit in doors? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you would be, because even whenever I was in Thailand, I was tall-ish. Not fully tall, but
I can't fit in clothes. I can't fit the clothes. In Kingston, we've got the most Koreans outside Korea, and they've got
in Kingston.
Yeah, New Malden.
But
they've got the best clothes. The women have got. They're so stylish. And I can't even get into the clothes, sadly.
No, okay. Yeah, I guess
admire them.
If I were Because Koreans, I guess, are the same as the...
They're small,
a bit smaller, yeah. So if I wore their clothes, I'd look like a big dude.
Yeah.
Oh, they're probably just my size, actually.
they're really good, actually.
Yeah. Korean fashion, I didn't actually know about that there. Is that a thing? But what we are going to do, if you do want to watch the Burger of the Month channel, Molly's going to go and cook a Burger of the Month for us.
I'm about to go and cook the best burger anyone's ever seen.
Even if she
eaten.
does say so, she's probably going to wear her hat. You know,
yeah. highly competitive situation.
Yes.
And I'm going to make a better burger than Ollie did.
Yes. And whoever the other person is.
Joe is another person that I'm going to make better.
She's January Burger. But yes, so we're going to go to the kitchen. We're going to cook a Burger of the Month. Thanks very much, Molly, for coming. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Find me on socials, Molly Mole Comedy on everything. And my podcast will be on all of them at some point in January. So hopefully hop on over there and there'll be stuff up for that as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Molly.
Cheers.
Yes, thanks.